playful pack.
Yep.
And everybody's here waiting for a treat. Yeah.
Absolutely.
My goodness. Very cute, very cute. Everybody's happy now.
This is the easiest way to give them a treat is on the outside.
Excellent, excellent. Well,
about
thank
how
you
you
very
come
much.
back.
We'll come back for another visit soon.
Hey. Leslie. And it's always a different crowd. Some are louder, some are quieter.
Yeah. Everybody's happy, though.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. From Dog Health News, I'm Roberta Chadis, and I'm here in the studio today with Don Mueller.
Hello.
And Don Mueller, thank you so much for coming here. Don owns two, not just one, but two dog daycare centers. And he's going to share some information about that business, which is a growing business right now. People are absolutely looking to find a nice place, a really good place to board their dogs. So Don, tell us a little bit about the Playful Pack in Ipswich.
Okay, well, it's not just boarding, it is daycare. And the easiest way to think about it is like a children's daycare. People drop them off during the morning, they go to work, and then at the end of the day, they pick up their child, or in this case, their dog. We have people that bring the dogs 5 days a week. We have people that bring the dogs once a week.
And how many dogs do you have at a time?
It varies. There's certain days that get busier than not, but usually we have anywhere from 15 to mid-upper 20s. And actually, sometimes when you get the busier days, it's a little easier because all the dogs can find someone to play with.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's all about having fun, right, and socializing during the day for the dogs.
Yeah.
But it must require an awful lot of work. How many people do you have working
Yes,
for
as
you?
each location, we try to have 2 people on staff all the time, plus I go between the 2 buildings. Usually they spend all the time back with the dogs and just come out front to, meet a customer, bring a dog in, bring a dog out, or something like that. And it's trying to be basically a referee, making sure everything stays nice and safe, and cleaning up after the dogs, and there's always a little bit something to do.
But there are probably some concerns that some of the dog owners might have, and you as an owner of a company, related to the health of the dogs. And one of them comes to mind, and that might be kennel cough. So how do you handle that?
Kennel cough, a lot of people get mixed up. As soon as the dog coughs once or sneezes, they say, oh my God, my dog has kennel cough. And it's first of all, it's a really hacking cough. They're really, it's really bad. And it's like the flu with the people. They do have a Bordetella shot, which is a intranasal. They just squirt it up the nose. And it's like the flu shot. It helps, but it's not a guarantee. You and I get the flu shot, and we may or may not get the flu, but it usually lessens it if we get it and things like that. From my point of view, what happens is, unfortunately, a dog can come in and not show any signs and have kennel cough, and he can spread it. He or she can spread it to the other dogs. And so by keeping things clean, changing the water frequently, in the summer we leave the doors open. Fresh air is the biggest thing to combat. As the air goes through the heating system, it goes over the UV light and destroys the bacteria, so it doesn't spread. Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. See, the things that you don't think about when you bring your dog to a daycare. And are there any bits of advice that you might give people when they bring their dog to a boarder?
I would not go to any boarder that I could not go in and look at the facility and check out exactly what it looks like. They're all set up differently. There's some that do it at home. There's some that they do it there. There's some that are attended 24 hours. There's some that are not. You just have to judge what's comfortable with your dog. But if you go in and the first thing you smell is overwhelming smell of dog urine or something like that, you may think the place is not clean. You're probably right. But you just have to go out and check out and feel it. And I will tell a lot of people, there's more separation anxiety with the owner than there is with the dog.
Because they look like they're going to have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first dog we boarded, we went home, and we have the webcam so you can see him. And we said, oh, poor dog. We closed the door, and he was whining. And the girl who did it works, and she lives in Ipswich, and she's really close. So she was home in less than 5 minutes, and she went home, turned on the laptop, looked, and the dog was already asleep. So
Well, that's good to
Yeah.
know. And
Yeah.
they feel safe and happy there.
yeah.
So tell me about some of the costs related to your business and also what people can expect to pay for dog daycare.
A lot of people just think, oh, all you got to do is watch dogs. But you have insurance, you have, the employee costs, the heat, the rent, the electricity, just like any other building you have. You have kennel licenses now, another one they added. And that all adds up. And our cost, we charge, for example, overnight boarding is $45 a night. Full day daycare is $27. A half day is $20. And we sell passes, 10-day passes, which would cut the prices down to like a full day to $24, 10-day pass.
Well, you look like a happy man running these wonderful businesses. So we talked about the Playful Pack in Ipswich,
Yes.
and then Romp and Roll
Yes.
in
Newbury.
Yes. And I was in both locations, and you're also doing some improvements in Newbury.
Yes. When we moved in there last October, it was basically a wide open building. And we've been putting up walls and adding some windows so people can see the dogs when they come in, and make it a little quieter in the office area. So when we have customers, at some points, when you get a busy day and a customer comes in, we used to have to actually step outside to talk because it got so loud. Now with the walls, we can at least have a decent conversation. As I told you when we first met, someone explained it to me, it's like a football game. We're the refs, there's the players, which are definitely the Jack Russell Terriers, the cheerleaders, spectators, but they all have a good time watching the game.
That's a great picture to paint, really. Well, I think this is an excellent way for people to get a better understanding. Also, to understand a little bit more about your responsibilities and what it costs to run a facility that's clean and has the right amount of help and is also looking out for the health of the dogs. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate you coming all the way out here to Salem.
Thank you.
And once again, this is Dawn Mueller. Is there anything you would like to say to our audience at this point?
The one question maybe we should have brought up was why dog daycare?
Okay.
A lot of people don't think about it, but dogs are very social animals, and they're based on a pack system. And most people have one dog, maybe two, and so dogs get to think they're human, and they don't know what those other funny little furry four-legged things running around are. And that's when you get the dog at the end of the leash that's going nuts when you're walking them. The dogs, you tell a dog that goes to daycare, they see another dog on the leash, it's like, big deal. They're the ones that don't go nuts. They're calmer dogs because they get to interact and they know what a dog is. So when they see another dog, they're like, oh, no big deal. I see 10 or 20 every day.
So it's actually almost a good training or a good experience for
The
a dog.
daycare is good for the dog to develop their social skills. If a dog does not start before a year, usually, it's a skill that's very hard to learn. As much as we all love dogs, how would you like to be only with dogs all the time? You want to be with people. Dogs want to be with dogs. Because when they play and they wrestle and they run around all day, you can't match that energy level. So you can take your dog on a 2-hour walk and they won't be anywhere near as tired after a day of daycare.
That's very, very true. So thank you once again. A pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. Dog Health News, this is Roberta Chadis, and thank you again, Dawn.